All right, so here's an item I picked up Friday at an estate sale. Interesting item that I've never sold before. I'm not really typically interested in stuff like this, but there's kind of a cool story behind it. This is called a Watchtower portable phonograph, and it was apparently produced by the Jehovah's Witnesses so that their followers could listen to sermons on records. It's pretty vintage. I mean, you can just see here, it's pretty beat up, it's kind of rusty. But the interesting part was the guy in charge of the liquidation approached me, and I'd never met him before. I think I'd been to some of his estate sales before, but he approached me and said, "Hey, are you a reseller?" Because I had my phone out and I was looking everything up. And I said, "I am." He said, "Come check this out." And as soon as I saw it, I kind of shook my head. I was like, I don't really sell that kind of stuff. But he told me the story and showed me the comps. And so I thought, well, heck. But it was marked at 150. And he goes, "If you want it, I'll give it to you for 50. And so I looked it up and I thought, I think I could pull this off. And so I did. I bought it for 50. And as I was checking out, he said, "You'll probably just want to list it for about $199, get it out of the way quick, and just find somebody that, knows about it and wants it." So I did. I came home, and it doesn't even have a needle. It's got some rough places on it. It's actually, I can't even test it out because there is a hand crank that fits in. I think it fits in right in here. And you turn that and wind it up. I don't have the hand crank, but I think that's a pretty common problem for these things. Again, I can't test it. It doesn't work. This lifts off. I think that's supposed to, but it kind of tucks away inside there, and then the top will close. I went ahead last night, photographed it, and I listed it at $286 with a best offer, and I immediately got an offer of $200 and then a bunch of offers under that, and I kind of held out, and this morning when I woke up, it had sold, no questions asked, for $286 full asking price. So this thing gets packed up, shipped off to wherever it's going. I think it's Montana, and somebody will hopefully maybe rehab it, put it back together. But what an interesting thing. I've never seen that. It's the Watchtower phonograph. If I ever see another one now, I will be able to recognize it. And if they're working, guys, and they're in nice condition, they sell for $300, $400, $500. So, and that guy was coming up to me every few minutes and saying, "Hey, have you ever seen Bell motorcycle helmets? Hey, have you ever seen this? Have you ever seen that?" He was showing me all kinds of comps for things he had discovered. And so it was a cool little exchange of information, and picked up a few tips. And I never try to hide that I'm a reseller, especially when I'm at estate sales. I used to do that when I was at garage sales, but not anymore at estate sales. But that kind of worked in my favor, just to be able to have a good conversation with somebody who's running an estate sale. So excellent find, $286.